You're 3 habits away from looking completely different. Sean here from Fit Fusion Brotherhood. I owned a gym for 10 years. I've coached thousands of clients, and every guy wants to know what are those few things that you can do to make yourself look completely different without having an overly complex system. So in today's video, we're going to talk about 3 basic habits that can change the way you look. We're not getting super complicated here. We're talking the bare minimum, the bare essentials, but these 3 things are huge levers when it comes to improving your physique and just looking better in general. So you don't have to worry about the confusing diets. You don't have to worry about any sort of confusing workout programs. Just stick to these 3 things and watch what a difference it makes. So let's get into it. We're going to keep this short and sweet. Number 1, anchor protein. So what I mean by anchor protein is you want to make sure you're having protein with every meal. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, anytime you eat, at least 20 grams of protein. If you've listened to any of our videos before or any sort of fitness videos before, you probably know the importance of protein already, but if you don't, protein's going to help you feel full for longer. So this is one of the best ways to suppress your appetite and make sure you're not overeating. It's also going to burn more calories through digestion than carbs and fat. And of course, it's going to help support your muscle growth. So by anchoring your protein, you get a force multiplier here, quite a few different benefits. You're going to naturally eat less, you're going to feel full for longer, and you're going to be putting in the nutrients to help build and maintain the muscle you have. And the protein should be the foundational element of every dish. So anytime you're thinking about your breakfast, dinner, lunch, or snack, think about protein first. What's the foundation? And then build off that. Okay, so number 1 habit is anchor your protein. Number 2, 8 to 10K steps. So 8 to 10K steps is all about daily movement. Now, when a lot of guys tend to put on weight as we get older, we tend to chalk it up as getting a slower metabolism, which isn't true. The main reason that most guys end up gaining weight as we get older is very simple. We move less. So by prioritizing your movement, especially in the form of daily steps, you're going to be able to really increase your movement and burn a ton of calories. So the stacking of the protein is going to help reduce your calories indirectly, and the increasing of your steps is going to help increase the amount of calories you burn off, which is also going to help if you have any sort of additional body fat that you're looking to lose. But not only that, it's going to help with your mood, it's going to help with your energy, it's going to help with insulin sensitivity, making it a lot easier to get into the best shape of your life. Now, when it comes to steps, the more the better. So if you feel like 8 to 10K steps is no big deal and you can do more, by all means, go for it. But most guys are very sedentary, doing a lot of sitting, working on an office job, somewhere between the 3 to 5,000 steps per day, which simply isn't enough. So if you can go from that 3 to 5K to 8 to 10K every single day, you're going to notice a huge difference just in the amount of calories that you're burning off throughout the day, but also how you feel. And another huge benefit about walking is it doesn't interfere with your strength training workouts. It's not like a high intensity cardio session where you need to recover from it. You can walk as much as you can or as much as possible and not have to worry about much recovery after, and it's not going to interfere with those workouts. So habit number 2, 8 to 10K, and to take 8 to 10K steps per day. There we go. Habit number 3, last one here, progressive overload. I didn't want to keep it as simple as just saying strength training because that should be obvious. And I didn't want to be super specific with the strength training as well. So when we're talking about progressive overload, think about just trying to improve your daily stats when it comes to your strength training. Now, it doesn't have to be every single day, but just be very intentional about where you're at and how to get better. So what are some things that you can track? And again, the actual workout that you do, as long as you're doing strength training, yes, there are some that are more efficient than others, but as long as you have a regular strength training routine, don't stress out too much about the perfect routine. Instead, focus on progressive overload. So some things you can focus on here, obviously the weight, you want to make sure you're increasing your weight over time, because if you're just doing the same weight, the same reps, the same sets, week after week through years and then frustrated that you're not getting any results, well, it's because you're not giving your body any reason to change. You can also increase your reps. So if you're used to doing a certain weight at 8 reps, try to bring it up to 9 or 10 and just gradually increase there as well. You could also increase your sets, so the amount of times that you actually perform each set. Instead of 2 or 3 sets, you can bump it up to 4 or more. You know what I mean? So progressive overload is really the most important thing when it comes to strength training, because that's the only way you're going to get better. You're going to get your newbie gains going from nothing to something, but then if you do something for long enough and you're not actually trying to improve, your body's not going to change. So being very intentional with your strength training, you're going to see huge changes when it comes to your overall physique. So these are the 3 habits. And the reason these 3 habits are so important is because they cover the 3 most important things. So increasing your protein is going to help reduce your calories, it's going to help keep you full, and it's going to help with your muscle. So number 1 is mostly reduction of calories and just giving your body some good nutrients. Number 2 is the 8 to 10K steps. This is going to help with your energy output. So believe it or not, you're going to burn more calories through your daily movement than you will through your daily exercise, because it's compounded. You do it throughout the day rather than a 45 to 60 minute session. So the energy output there is huge. And then number 3, progressive overload. This is the physique builder. So this is where a lot of guys want to improve on. They want to be a little bit less pudgy. They want to have a bigger frame, get some muscles popping. And of course, the progressive overload is going to be the most important part when it comes to exercise and improving your physique. So that's it, guys. Very simple. You focus on these 3 things and you will be a different guy in a few months. Okay? Stack your protein, 8 to 10K steps, and progressive overload. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do enjoy videos like this, do us a huge favor, like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.